Wow. Whoa. Second live stream within hours. A lot has changed since the last live stream. This is great. This is crypto, dude. This is, I'm sorry, I can't help but smile. I know. I know. Because I'm with you. I want the all-time highs, right? I do. I want the parabolic gains. But doing a video almost every day for the last 7 years in crypto, this is like not surprising. It's part of it. It's part of the story. I want to really break down everything going on. We're going to look at charts. Some things to talk about, man. Like legit Bitcoin dominance chart. I don't think I even have it open right now, but we have to take a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart. Diverging, doing something absolutely unprecedented. We've not seen right now. I think even actually this week will be very important in terms of Bitcoin dominance for altcoins. This Ethereum chart, though, I wanted to have this on the screen for the opening because it just does a really nice job of kind of representing what's going on right now. And right now it's, you know, like around 10 p.m. Eastern. Futures for traditional markets are down. Tomorrow might be like, we think this is capitulation. It could get worse. I don't know. So, you know, if you watch this overnight, we could be still trending down tomorrow morning. I don't know what's going to happen. This isn't the type of video where we're, you know, in these environments, I don't sit back and just sit here looking for, here's the bottom. Here's the bottom. Here's the bottom. I, at this moment, am looking for structure. If you see me do any videos in parabolic environments, and everybody, there will be more of those. There will be more of those parabolic live streams. It's the same exact thing. When we're trending up, when we're just like, boom. When we get up in this region, overbought and overextended for moving averages, I do the same thing. I'm just kind of like, all right, we need to chill out eventually and start finding structure. And it's kind of starting to be the same thing here to the downside. So let's talk though for a little bit. I want to, you know, I want to actually look on X a little bit. A lot of people on X chattering about what's going on. And I genuinely just wanted to do a live stream just to document, you know, this move. Because again, I'm not a content creator. Y'all know I'm bullish on crypto. And I sit here, I still am very bullish. But I'm not the type of content creator that's only going to just do content and cover content when things are bullish. So hit the subscribe and like on the way in. If you're a replay viewer, please feel free to skip around. I'll try and do timestamps once I'm done the live stream and you can kind of, you know, cruise around. But you go to X, you just search liquidations. And it's interesting. Here's blockchain backer. That may be the biggest we've seen. Total liquidations. This was 26 minutes ago. Look at that. 24-hour wrecked. 2 billion total. 1.79 billion long. Wow. This is insane. This happened fast. 2 billion in 24-hour liquidations. You just scroll down, you see ETH with the old 25% forced liquidation in minutes. And that's, you know, I just started with that ETH chart. Yeah. I did. I actually deployed some capital tonight. Not trying to catch the bottom. I genuinely, you know, we don't know where that's going to be, but this is so, I think, so much an overreaction. Here's what I think. To put it as simply as I can possibly put it, this is an overreaction paired with manipulation. That's what this is. That's what I think this is. Nothing has changed fundamentally. All I've been doing, you know, from the lows too, like really, if we're looking at total crypto market cap, altcoins, all we've been doing from even just back here, from the lows, altcoins, this is altcoins, is just talking about the fundamentals, why this cycle is setting up to be very special. And I still genuinely think it's very special. Talked about it here, got the really nice move, fell into consolidation, testing a lot of people's patience. And this move right now, everybody, testing people's patience to a whole new level, a record-breaking level. But for me, the fundamentals of this space has not changed. We are in an environment that is the most bullish we've ever been. And I'm going to sit here and say that. And I know there's people that disagree. There's people that think I'm crazy. There's people just like, dude, get out of crypto. This is the worst space to be in. I think complete opposite right now. I think what is getting ready to happen with crypto is very special. It is a golden era. I think so. And a lot of that plays into the Trump administration. And what's so ironic about it is a lot of people are blaming this whole thing on Trump. And ironically, what is so ironic about it, and if you can zoom out to see the bigger picture here, or 6 months from now, if we look back, we can understand what's ironic about people blaming Trump is the pump, the golden era that I do think we are just entering. It's just starting. Is going to be because of Trump and things that his administration puts forward. Not just Trump, but the administration. The crypto czar, right? David Sachs, who's in place. The little things that are happening right now that are so fundamentally bullish. Gary Gensler stepping down. Bitcoin US Reserve. All of these things we continually talk about. This is because tens of millions of Americans voted for a new administration and voted to just completely flip everything upside down. This is what's happening. So that's my little ramble on that. But yes, Trump's tariffs will send Bitcoin prices higher in the long term due to a weakening of the US dollar and global currency markets and lower yields on US government securities, says Jeff Park, Bitwise's head of Alpha Strategies. We have to pay attention to just people that are zoomed out. Don't read comments. Just don't read comments. And just try and, absorb like the information in the comments of crypto videos and X accounts. And just what are people saying out there? What, Joe Schmo over here, what's he saying? Focus on people. And I'm not saying focus on me either. Don't listen to YouTubers. I'm just tracking my crypto journey. I'm tracking the data with all of you. But for me, I'm focused on the fundamentals personally, the data that I see, as well as just watching people that are zoomed out here. Because if you go to the comments and if you go on much of social media, even accounts that create content, a lot of people are very zoomed in. A lot of people, they are just like, they see this and it's game over. And for me, I can't even pay attention to that. What would be funny is this. Goldman Sachs. This was, earlier. Believe U.S. tariffs on Mexico and Canada will be short-lived. I don't know. Who knows how this is going to play out? Trump is putting a special kind of pressure, a pressure that many of Americans voted for, including myself. And I think I just saw he's meeting with Mexico and Canada tomorrow in regards to these tariffs. The reason I'm bringing that up is because I don't know how this will play out. I don't know how short-lived it will be. And if it will be, that would be epic. But please keep in mind how quick, and I keep using the Ethereum chart just because it's very clean. The capitulation of it is very clean. It could go lower. But just please keep in mind and monitor how quick this move to the downside can completely reset. And there will be a lot of people that have just sold here and sold here. And I'm not saying this is definitely going to play out, but this very well could happen. There's just a bounce by sometime tomorrow, and Ethereum's just cruising back up. All of these losses, all of the liquidations, just getting eaten back up by likely smart money, big money. And this is an Ethereum chart, but I'm talking about crypto in general. So I think the daily chart, even on a lot of these charts, here's Ethereum, is going to be really fun to actually watch. There's still 21 hours left of the daily chart. So when we start monitoring something like Ethereum, and we'll get to altcoin charts and we'll get to all that good stuff, and we'll do the technical analysis, but you start monitoring just the technicals, right? Put aside all of the fear, the headlines, the emotion. Start monitoring, wow, look what Ethereum just did. It just broke the lower trend line of this multi-year triangle that we're very bullish on, right? The inverse head and shoulders that I've been very bullish on, the setup for the right shoulder, disqualified, done. Not happening. There's no right shoulder there. What's up with this? This is getting interesting. My point is that the next 24 hours even, are very, I would say, important and crucial. So I want to mention this in relation to the tariffs, because this is the big story. Almost half of Canadian businesses are now planning to shift investments or production to the US in response to President Trump's tariffs. Businesses, people can listen to Justin Trudeau, or however, I can't pronounce his name, can never pronounce his name. People can listen to him. But if you look at reality outside of what he's saying, the posture that he's trying to take, the businesses are not happy. I think I just saw Shopify, CEO. I think the second largest company in Canada is like, man, just do what Trump is like, just agree to work with Trump here. What are we doing? 60% said they will now look to make business acquisitions in the US and are bracing for a recession in Canada. According to them, tariffs are a wake-up call. This is precisely what President Trump meant when he said we're about to enter a golden era. And this is what I know, just a lot of people don't realize it. And this is what makes me bullish. Trump is doing exactly what he said. A lot of what he's doing is straight from just the art of the deal. A countless number of companies are about to pour into the United States. This is one little domino falling, everybody. This is looked at as bearish, but long-term, this will be bullish. I brought up this post by Cardano Whale. I want to look at a couple posts, and then we can kind of dive into the charts and look at this. But Cardano Whale, I now own more ADA than yesterday. Don't ever want to hear weekends complain about whales anymore. Not now, nor in 2035. That is all. Speaking of whale, I do want to say this is whale's fault. This whole crypto dip that is happening right now is Cardano Whale's fault. He posted this yesterday. I'm fine with going into a new bear market here, if that is to be the case. My body is ready. But also glad to observe that if we want to have a chance at fundamental-driven bull market, we need everyone to think the bear market is on the menu and go through some brief volatility. Kind of joking aside, him calling the bear market, because I don't think we're entering a bear market. What he's saying is exactly on point. If we want to have a chance at a fundamentals-driven bull market, we need everyone to think the bear market's on the menu and go through some brief volatility. That was yesterday. And here we are. We're going through some brief volatility, Whale. So good call on that. If you don't buy Bitcoin at $97,000 today, that's okay, because you'll be able to buy it for $177,000 in May. These are just accounts I follow, man. These are takes that I enjoy because they're my vibe, they're my mindset. This is exactly what I'm thinking. So this is why I'm sharing it with you. This is Mike Alfred over here, obviously a Bitcoin bull. We have people, and it's all good. We have this person in the comments, bear market is already here. What are you talking about? I 100% disagree. Dave Matherson thinks I'm a Moon Boy account. Jordan thinks this is market manipulation. I agree with Jordan. Trudeau is a globalist who ruined Canada. I agree. Krishna says, my copium is real. It is true. John says, I'm probably shorting, even though I literally was just talking to Plutus staking right before I went live. I already started buying. I love the opinions. I love the sentiment. I see the Twitter chat. It's in here too. It's funny though. Mostly it's YouTube chat going on. A lot of people calling for the bear market. So cool. Let's continue, everybody. I hope you're doing good out there. I really do. 8,000 people. in the live stream, 362 likes. Let's get those likes up. Support me. I mean, we're capitulating. I'm doing a live stream, second one of the day. Come on, throw me a bone. Thanks, Michael. EAGLES. They're shaking the weak out. That is true. I believe that is exactly what's happening. And I think they're giving just a nice entry for big money, smart money. I really do. And we're going to actually look at that in just a moment. But Canada prepares pandemic level stimulus. Every country will respond this way to economic hits caused by tariffs. Bitcoin goes up. The problem with this is, for a lot of people, it's not happening immediately. People want that immediate. We talked about in the last live stream. People want that immediate gratification. Look at the Canadian dollar. Absolutely getting smoked. And here's what's happening, everybody. And you can look in the comments. You can look in the live stream. The retail, you can see the people. Data reveals retail investors are panic selling as institutions quietly accumulate. Here's the thing, and I say this 100% respectfully, but I want to just point this out, because this is occurring. There are people in this live stream, in the chats, that are part of this retail panic selling. And much of the negativity you see in the chats are those people desperate that the bear market really is starting. The bear market has to be beginning now, because they don't have exposure any longer. And I think a lot of that is where the negativity comes from, is they've decided they can't take it, they're out. And that is fine. Like, crypto is not for everybody. But I genuinely think that's what it is. I give you credit for having the guts to do podcasts. Appreciate that, man. I appreciate you being here. Because I'm just kind of like this. Like, I say a lot, crypto can go to zero. Because in my mind, in this space, over the years, I've always just had that mindset. Like, I could be completely wrong. And it could all fail. But I am macro bullish, and I continually put the data out there why, and it's played out nicely over the last 7 years. But if I'm macro bullish, I have to go live. I have to do videos in these environments I have to put myself out there. And like, if we look back on that in 2025 and like, it's not a nice bullish year, I'm going to have to just come on here and just say, you know what, I was wrong about that. I want to speak to this. YouTube permables have killed us. We can even go to two total crypto market cap. So even now, and I'm talking, we're in the midst of it. We're in the midst of capitulation. What about this has killed anybody? Because you could call me a permabull back here in October 2023. And right here, January 2024. And right here, August 2024. And right here. But what do you notice about all these arrows? What do we have from the bear market? We have higher lows. Like, the market even now is in a higher low. So I am macro bullish, but I'm somebody that, as a YouTuber, I cover bear markets, right? I was in this entire bear market with y'all. I'm open to the fact and very aware of the fact that crypto enters bear markets, right? But what's happening now, in my opinion, is not crypto entering a bear market. And I don't see that crypto is done for, like many people. It is brutal. Richard says, my portfolio went down $23,000 in like 2 hours, and all I did was I bought more. It's brutal, dude. I don't even, in these moments, not even opening my portfolio, not even looking at it. I bought some more tonight, and I won't look at my portfolio again until we bounce. And if we don't bounce, and if crypto goes to zero, I'll just never open my portfolio again. I know a lot of you know what I'm talking about. But there it is. Data reveals retail investors are panic selling as institutions quietly accumulate. And this was from earlier today. And I have a sense that we're going to see more posts like this, a lot more posts like this amidst this capitulation that is happening. S&P 5. So this is where things get volatile. And that's why it's hard to do in a video right now, 10 p.m. on Eastern, because overnight this could get even choppier. Tomorrow morning when markets open could get even choppier. It's going to be hard to do short-term analysis on the charts, but S&P 500 futures open over 120 points lower as markets react to the beginning of the trade war. There it is. So it's just like a 4-hour chart open right now. And I left this unrefreshed. So this was, I think, the live stream earlier. We were down 4. This is Bitcoin monthly returns, down 4% for February. Let's do a quick refresh. And we are down 8% for February. 8% for February. So I want to say this. Good way to start the month. If you want this to be a green month, this might be a good way to start the month. I don't know if February will end green. We talked about earlier 2021, the last golden year of the last, 4-year cycle, 36% green. And then the cycle before that, 23% green. You can even go to 2013, 61% green. So historically, green. This year, this special year of the 4-year cycle, because that's the year this is, green. So we'll see. What is it? 26 days left of the February. Not changing my tune. I want to just bring that to everybody's attention. Somebody says I'm changing my tune. My tune is, I'm still singing the same tune. I'm incredibly bullish. Bitcoin actually hasn't even hit my $80,000 target that I've been talking, not even last month talking about $80,000 target, but 2 months ago, been talking about an $80,000 target. If you've been watching my videos, because he's saying last month, I'm changing my tune since last month, all I've been talking about is the potential for the throwback to the neckline. So let's just get into the analysis now. All I've been talking about for 2 months since escaping the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders is a potential for a throwback to the neckline. What's crazy about this move is you would feel like right now it feels like, man, we must be there or below it. And if you look at Bitcoin, it's like, it's crazy how Bitcoin still doesn't even look like it's doing anything. Altcoins are getting absolutely wrecked. Bitcoin just kind of still consolidating sideways. So it hurts me to say this, but Bitcoin, that $80,000 target down here at the neckline area is like just still in play. And the reason that hurts to say that is because what that would do for altcoins is very ugly and definitely beyond a dip that I would have anticipated. And that is what it is. We're going to look at altcoins. Try and find any type of support on the charts. Yeah, I wonder that too, man. Why? Somebody said so many haters. Why even watch then? I agree. I just don't get it. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. So that's Bitcoin. Not going to harp on it. We know the throwback is in play, but really, even before that happens, what happens at 87,000, right? The 20-week moving average. That is a key area for a Bitcoin bull market. Reason being, you go back 2 cycles ago, it's just, and even not even 2 cycles ago, go back to this cycle, 2012. Look at that. Pulling into the 20-week, I know is a completely different territory for Bitcoin, but 2 cycles ago, the Trump cycle, look how many times it revisited that 20-week moving average. So this is just realistically the next target for Bitcoin if it's going to keep falling, and that is around $87,000. If we go to Bitcoin on the daily chart, you can just see right now, we've fallen to the lower trend line of this channel that we've been tracking. We've been tracking the $125,000 target to the upside. Would have been nice. Didn't get the breakout at all. Last 4 days have been brutal. We're now testing the lower trend line. So on the short term for Bitcoin, I'm just watching potential break, especially because we still need traditional markets to open tomorrow. What's the dollar doing, right? What is the dollar? The dollar's pumping. Dollar's pumping. So for Bitcoin in the short term, Bitcoin really might fall below this trend line. And it's going to be choppy and going to be very interesting to see how the daily candles close, because just like any other pattern, if it starts falling below the trend line, number one, how is the daily candle closing, below or above? So like, will we have a wick and then we're closing above? Will it close below? And then will it get like a retest of the lower trend line? And what happens at that moment? Because, you know, maybe we don't get a green February and we just actually do start making our way down to that neckline. It's in play. And I think it's crazy. I think markets are overreacting. There is, I think, the manipulation aspect. But either way, the reason why I do technical analysis is because you can put aside all the guessing and the fundamentals, the emotion, the headlines, anything happening. You can just put it all away. And you can just sit here and say, this line is in play. The neckline is in play. The rules of analysis, technical analysis. Thanks for cruising through. I think we're going to new highs too. It's the very beginning of the year. That's Bitcoin. So, you know, tonight, going into tomorrow, definitely going to be just watching. 20 hours left of the Bitcoin daily candle. See what happens. Who knows? How's the call? Like, if Trump's going to be meeting Canada and Mexico tomorrow, what's up with that? Like, how's that going to go? What's going to come out? Is it going to be something even more bearish, something bullish? Is the market going to bounce or crash even more? So very tough to tell. The one thing about total crypto market cap, we'll start in the daily and then we can take a glance at the weekly. One thing about total crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, this is altcoin markets. Check it out, man. Look at this. Overbought. I'm sorry. Definitely not overbought. Oversold on the daily. Look at that. First time oversold since August, which was essentially a very important reset area for altcoins. We're entering that area now. Yes. Jonathan says, still in on dog? Yep. We're going to look at dog charts. Can't believe I'm doing 2 live streams. I'm still getting my voice back. Gotta really be some brutal honesty about dog in a few minutes. Yeah, we're only upset because of alts. Bitcoin is fine. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin literally looks fine. It's crazy. Altcoins really, I agree. I hear you. Somebody said, it was a psychologist actually in my last live stream in the comment section. I don't know if they're here right now, but they were like, I think the problem is that you don't really show any sympathy or, understanding to why people are frustrated about the dip. Like, I just kind of put forward the bullish data and I don't really take it any time to just be like, man, like really sympathize. And I really respected that comment because I do think it's true. But I want to take a moment just to say to y'all, like, I don't enjoy this at all, okay? Like, I don't enjoy the capitulations and the crashes and the prices we're about to look at on these altcoin charts. I don't. But when I start really talking about that, like, the market doesn't care what I like, and that's kind of why I speak the way I do, with kind of more just data-driven, focus on the bullish data, because that's what I see. But I don't like to get too wrapped up into like how I feel, because the market doesn't care how I feel, number one. And number two, when we get capitulation and we get these scenarios where we just hate what's happening, oftentimes it's just pure manipulation It's pure overreaction. And so I can't sit here and react to price emotionally and be like, man, this is it. It's a bear market here. I have to focus on the data. And for me, the data is saying, for many others, that we're in a very bullish environment right now for crypto. And though the price is crashing now, that's now. This is short term. I think we're going to survive. But I do, I understand why people are frustrated. If you're out there and you're so annoyed, I get it. Trust me. Okay. I'm not hating on your upsetness. I get it. Just got a bag of ADA on sale now. Nice. I bought some ADA too a little bit ago before I went live. Probably going to go lower. I think I rarely ever catch the bottom of anything over the years, but that's okay. So total crypto market cap. Thing I want to mention, oversold on the daily. Look at this interesting, too good to be true, 200-day moving average. Oftentimes, when things look too good to be true, it usually is. But I would absolutely really like if this 200-day moving average just holds support. I don't know how the daily candle will close. Again, around 21 hours, just under 21 hours left of the daily candle for this altcoin chart. But man, look at that support at the 200-day. We go to the weekly. One thing I just want to point out to you, we are pulled into the two very key moving averages for a bull market, the 20 and the 50. And you can even actually see in the last consolidation after exiting the bear, we pulled in right in between these two, the 20 and the 50. Right now, that's kind of where we are right now. Quickly bouncing out of it would be phenomenal. Doubt it's going to happen. Crypto market is never usually that nice to us. But that's really the area that we're looking for support right now. That the 50-week moving average is right down here around $717 billion market cap. And I don't know. We always have to be prepared for, look at this style of capitulation back here. Support at the 50 for sure. You can see finally closed green, but look at that capitulation down there. I don't remember what was happening in August 2024, but wasn't even that long ago. This is a weekly chart, August 2024. And then we have right into fall, the pump out of that area of consolidation. So going to continue just to watch how it consolidates in really between $850 billion market cap, $720 billion market cap. This is total crypto market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. Here is Ethereum. I will do ADA. I'll do DOG. I'll just glance at charts, XRP. I'll look at AVAX. I see Carlito wants me to do some AVAX. We got 11,000 people in the stream. Let's get this to 1,000 likes, everybody. We all should invest $1 for every if, Dan says. Investing is based on ifs, my friend. Sorry if you're looking for a YouTuber to tell you exactly what's going to happen, but you're not going to find one. Anticipate everything, expect nothing. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Prepare for it all. If it goes up, prepare. If it goes down, prepare. If. God is good, my man. Amen. That's it, dude. It's all that matters. Truly. Talking to a buddy, like after my live stream earlier, he was giving me just saying good job on the live stream, ignore the haters. And we were just talking about Jesus, man. Genuinely. I'll interject right here, just say Jesus is all that matters. This crypto stuff is so short-lived, man. It's so short-term in relation to eternity. That's what sets me. That's what grounds me. That's really why I can come on here and smile even if we go to zero. Because that's where my hope is. That's where my joy is. Jesus Christ, my Savior. That's it. And I just want you all to know that. I think it's another flash dump. I agree. I love this comment. I see a huge opportunity. I'm not like encouraging people go try and buy a falling knife. You know what I'm saying? But I see a huge opportunity now to get in coins that it was hard before to get in. There are going to be people that have been kind of like, man, I wish I would have bought before the pump. I wish I could get some cheaper prices. And they actually are going to act on it. And I'm not sitting here saying, go do it now. But I'm just saying it's great to see that. Good buying opportunities. So here's Ethereum. So the interesting thing about Ethereum is a couple things. I obviously mentioned it a little bit before. My voice. I don't know if you all ever lost your voice, but recover your voice. But then when you start talking too much, it's like, man, it's at the edge of a cliff. That's what keeps happening. Bring back Biden. Come on. Come on, guys. Zoom out. So Ethereum lost its inverse head and shoulders. I'm very disappointed about this because, and again, this is one of those things I was just saying, like when things are too good to be true, it just usually is. This was too good to be true, wasn't it? The inverse head and shoulders escape out of this multi-year symmetrical triangle. Too good to be true because now it's just disqualified. There's not an inverse head and shoulders there. So for me on Ethereum, the biggest thing that I'm watching for now is I'm very curious to see how the daily candle closes. So much can happen in 20 hours. It's crazy because I would love to see some type of bullish momentum shift, reversal. I think a lot of us are kind of like, we're looking at futures, as a big gap down in futures. It's going to be a red day for traditional markets tomorrow. Therefore, it's probably going to be a red day for Ethereum, altcoins, Bitcoin. I think a lot of us are probably just kind of thinking that. So this might not happen, but what would be great is if we do get some type of catalyst that could just push the market to be like, you know what? This is bullish. This little bullish thing just happened. Snap people back into reality of how undervalued the crypto space is right now, how undervalued something like Ethereum is right now. And then all of a sudden we have a daily candle just pushing up, the momentum pushing up, ridiculous wick. I would love to see this in the next 20 hours. Ridiculous wick closing within the symmetrical triangle. That's what I want to see. Don't know if I'll get what I want, but that's what I want to see. But regardless, I'm just looking to see what happens with Ethereum with that trend line. Go to the weekly. I think we broke. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Look at that. Look at that support at the 200 week. Will it hold? It's incredible, man. These charts are crazy. And this is like record-breaking liquidations going on. Wow. Because truly, we're not in like this FTX Celsius situation right now. That's what's crazy about this. Still here, but it hurts. Gregory, I feel your pain. Ask my wife. Ask my wife, man. I have a smile on my face on the live stream, but once I get off the live stream, I'm like, come on. My wife needs to hold me. That's Ethereum charts. ADA. A couple things I want to talk about ADA. Then we'll look at the charts. Listen to Charles. It's kind of interesting for February, especially with this capitulation going on. Kind of curious to see how ADA closes February. Check this out.
We're still working on some of the deals that are under NDA. Can't say anything yet, but some momentum on it. Broadening the scope a little bit, having some fun with it. We'll see where it takes us. There's no huge urgency, but we're getting it done. And meeting a very special person towards the end of the month. Can't say who it is. Just getting stuff set up for that. So February's going to be a good month. We're getting things done. We're still working on some of the deals.
There's another video, I think, that Angry Crypto. Let me just go to his page real quick. I think he posted another part of this. Man, he's posting a lot of Charles content here. There was another piece of the video. Oh, here we go. Check this out.
Rogan at the end of the month. No, someone more famous and more impact. Can't.
That's an interesting comment, man. Charles saying the person he's meeting with is not Joe Rogan, but somebody more impact. Somebody with more impact. I don't know. I don't want to speculate. The only two people I can think of are Trump and Elon Musk. I can't, I don't know. Maybe RFK. I've experienced many capitulations before, Mike. Yep. A lot of people here in the chats with us too. Absolutely. So speaking of the speculation about Charles, who he's meeting with, again, I don't want to get my hopium up there, but it would be cool if it's somebody crazy like Elon. But there is this. Mario, should the treasury be put on the blockchain so this doesn't happen? And this is basically a post about career treasury officials are breaking the law every hour of every day. I love that Trump is cleaning up house, by the way. It's exactly. This is another piece that makes me very bullish. But anyway, should treasury be put on the blockchain so this doesn't happen? Elon Musk, yes. Charles Hoskinson, replying to Elon Musk, yes. Would absolutely be great if Charles meets with Elon, says, yo. I reposted this, yes. I said, if any blockchain is built for a treasury, it's Cardano. Decentralized, secure, and never shuts down. It really was built for this, everybody. So fundamentally as a value investor, I've always talked about why I think Cardano is undervalued, why I think there's so much upside. And it is actually interesting to see, we're now in that environment. I can't believe that, I'm not sitting here saying it's going to happen, but it's within grasp. Do you realize that? This administration is legit. Elon heading Doge, agreeing blockchain, treasury should be on the blockchain. It's probably going in that direction. And I'm not saying they're going to pick Cardano, but I'm just saying that's in grasp. This is what Cardano was built for. This is one reason why I've been very fundamentally bullish on Cardano. I get a lot of flack for it. But here's a Cardano chart. Interesting to see the Cardano inverse head and shoulders. I actually haven't really taken a look at it on the weekly, but man, let's take our Fibonacci from the swing low, swing high. Look at that. Higher low Fibonacci wicking all into 618 to 786 range. Look at that. Simultaneously, Cardano wicking into the 50-week moving average. So Cardano 50-week moving average, Ethereum 200-week moving average. You can see these cryptos are really testing very key areas. That's a very important area for Cardano, by the way. We don't want to see the 50-week moving average fall. So not only is the next 24 hours very important for a lot of these cryptos, including ADA, but the next week, this weekly candle for ADA is very important. So we'll monitor throughout the week if we can close above 58 cents. Could fall into a little bit of a Cardano depression, and altcoins in general likely would be falling into some type of depression if we start closing below areas like that. But that's something to monitor. Putting that aside, if we go to the daily, here's what we've been tracking. Pretty simple. ADA basically hit the target out of this falling channel that we have here. So far, wicking to the upside. We have a 200-day moving average. 200-day moving average wick. Was that Ethereum? Yeah, Ethereum was a weekly. But 200-day moving average support, the wick all the way down. I couldn't believe it, man. I was like looking at the chart. It was like 60-some cents. 2 minutes later, I pulled my phone up and it was like 50 cents. Like literally, so fast. The whole move is crazy across the board. So 20 hours left of this daily candle for ADA. Again, I just don't know. No clue how this is going to play out going into tomorrow. It's just it's a Sunday night. We're going to see how traditional markets open, the speculation that's going on in the markets, what Trump is doing. So not convinced that the bottom is in. I think some people are thinking that the bottom is in. Yeah. This is not the dip. We have to wait until the market's open tomorrow and see what the stock market is going to do. Little bit of a hint of it if you look at futures. At some point, I think the markets will be like, wow, overreacting a little bit, maybe. And then boom, bounce. I just don't know when. I just don't know when that's going to happen. Like overnight, is China going to step in and be like, dude, really with these prices? Like, thank you. Because this is pretty crazy. So the daily chart on ADA, wanted to point this out. Oversold. Look at this. This isn't a bad thing, everybody. If you're just long-term person, for me, long-term in the game, I am here. I think it's going to be bullish 2025. I think we're going higher. For me, when we're getting resets like this, capitulations like this, falling into oversold in a higher low environment, I mean, look at this. Last time ADA was this oversold was the bottom of the bear market. Literally. June 2023. That's insane. And now we're not in a bear market, bottom formation. We're in the golden crypto era. And we have things to speculate on, like this. Who's Charles talking to? Things like that, right? I'm not saying it all relies on that, but when we're getting oversold in environments like this, retail is getting shaken out and smart money is going to be buying. It's not just ADA either. It's just kind of everything. Yep. The RSI is in a perfect spot for a February crypto rise. It really is, man. Like, crypto could absolutely, all of a sudden, for the next coming weeks, start pumping after being oversold in the way in which it's oversold. So I wanted to take a look, bear market low. And then you go back further, obviously falling into the bear market further, but all the way back here. There it is, everybody. Like, we're approaching COVID level capitulation on the RSI. We're approaching bottom of the 2018 bear market capitulation on the RSI. Do you realize that? I genuinely think we're going to look back on this video and we're going to look back on these oversold conditions and be like, what? That this was definitely a gift to a lot of people. It's crazy. XRP, 20-week moving average support. Really fell straight right through that 50, this trend line we were spotting earlier the live stream earlier. XRP down. Total 47%. Crazy. ADA down, total. Definitely more than that. Total 61%. It's crazy. So here's a chart I just want to bring up. Like, it didn't play out. So bullish on this chart, by the way. I'm not sitting here saying I'm not bullish on dog anymore. So bullish on dog. We start bouncing out. Dog has some of the best upside now, especially now after all this capitulation in crypto, from swing high to swing low, 80%. So 80% for me is like my meme coin rule of thumb for dips. Like, you just always have to prepare for 80% dips for meme coins. Unfortunately, it happened for dog. Unfortunately, this whole fractal from Doge did not play out. And I just want to be very real about this, because we were tracking it for a little bit, having some fun with it. It was looking really nice, right? We're breaking 1 billion. We're about to break 1 billion. Things are looking really nice. And then dog just has been it's been brutal for dog holders. And I just want to be real about that. So with that being said, the upside potential for dog, when the narrative catches, when tier ones list, when liquidity starts flowing, it's going to be massive. And I think even big names you're going to see big names in the mix. So I'm still very bullish on dog. I just want to make a note of that right now. If we capitulate even more, and this chart actually like starts testing in the 100-some millions, I'm going to have to scoop up more dog. I should be scooping up more dog right now. So far, I scooped up ADA tonight. But if this continues, this is ridiculous. And again, at the end of the year, 2025 is over. This doesn't play out. I will sit here and say, I'm sorry. I was wrong. Maybe not I'm sorry, because I'm sorry to myself, maybe. But from these levels, just to get to 1 billion, which I think is nothing for this coin, it's a 300% gain. We start talking about 10 billion, which I think is just so. I still think all these levels are realistic, by the way. 10 billion is 4,000% gains for this coin. So from the higher risk appetite, like, because that's what this is for me. This is a higher risk type of play. The reward is getting very nice. Very nice. I'll take a look at Ski because I've been tracking it. I don't know. Did it dip 80% like dog yet? 77. So it's just crazy, these meme coins. But even, look at this ski mask dog, 200-day moving average. I mean, this chart, is it going to break? Like, just really look ugly? I don't know. But it was looking really nice back here at the 20 and the 50. Obviously, it fell. Now we're above the 200. My voice, it's going. I wanted to look at AVAX. I guess I'm crazy. Dog approaching all-time lows. Shouldn't be bullish on this. Crazy, because I think completely opposite of you. There's something wrong with me. I don't know. There's something wrong with me. Jesus for real is the way. Amen, Ron. Dog on Bitcoin. There's only one dog, baby. Yes, AVAX. It's dog on Bitcoin. There's ski mask dog too. That's what this is. Ski mask dog on base. Such a good play. It's only February 2nd, everybody. Please just zoom out. Wow, AVAX really, let's see. August 2024. Like I was just like comparing, you know what I mean? Like here's ADA August 2024, still kind of in like a higher low territory. You go to AVAX and it's literally testing like those areas. It's crazy. It just gave up all those gains. Up, down. I think we were that, man. Crazy, this macro resistance at these trendline areas. You know, AVAX, Ethereum, ADA with the bull market door resistance. There are these macro resistance areas that just none of these cryptos broke out of. Thanks, Jake, for the super chat. BTC's market overreaction to tariff. All other crypto follows BTC generally speaking. Give us some time. Agreed. Agreed, Jake. We just got to give us some time. Thanks, Ryan, for the super chat. Weird volatility on a Sunday. Something's coming, which is called Monday. It's great analysis. Thanks for the super chat, bro. Based on what you see on the charts and your gut as well, do you think the bull market is over? Barely got here. Sorry. I don't think the bull market is over at all. This is altcoin markets. Way more consolidation than we would like. Way different than, you know, this moment last cycle. This is where we are. This is this moment last cycle on the altcoin market. This is definitely different. It's definitely more painful. There's no doubt about that. But I think this is a very big crypto shakeout that big money is buying into. I think there's a lot of incredible things on the horizon for crypto. I think $821 billion market cap is incredibly undervalued. And I think we're going higher. You asked what my gut says. That's what it is. Hello, Dan. I've been following you since 2020. You've such a positive aura. Keep it up. Greetings from Switzerland. Thanks, man. I appreciate your support. Y'all, like, I appreciate each and every one of you. Just because I'm tracking this market with you guys. And, you know, a lot of the things you think, I think, and you make it a lot easier to create content. So thank you for chilling. This will be on every media outlet. This is good. Thank you. I love the positive comments. Like, call them hopium comments. Call them copium comments. Getting decimated to the max right now. Man, decimated is such a good word for the title. I don't think I've ever used that word in a title. 7 years doing YouTube. Can I take that, Clyde? One of these days? Getting decimated. Crypto gets decimated. I'm at that part of the video where I just kind of look at comments. Feels good, man. Losing my whole stack knowing the money printer will more than likely be fired up soon. Genuinely think the money printers will be fired up soon. It's a great comment. When moves don't make sense, it's fear. So true, man. How can tariffs affect crypto? Is it selling off because people want extra cash for higher prices? It's just unknown panic, unwarranted panic even. Somebody like me, I see the tariffs and I'm like, it makes me bullish on what's happening right now. people don't realize like America is in the process of becoming more prosperous and not taken advantage of. And hey, even cleaning up the borders. And hey, even maybe fixing the drug crisis at the Mexico and Canada borders. These are all good things. But people want to buy the headlines. People want to just hate on Trump. It's his fault. But these are bullish things on the macro. But people want to panic short term. Market makers want to take advantage of this and say, boom, there's our headline. Let's capitulate it. And then big money says, there it is. Thank you for the entry, Mr. Market Maker. But look at these record-breaking liquidations. It's crazy. It's so manipulated. Must be so enjoyable just watching me read the comments and not say anything. Sorry, guys. Somebody says it's not manipulation. I just disagree. I think there's a lot of manipulation. Once that income tax drops, it's going to blow up. That's the other thing. Like, people forget about all the very bullish speculations that are going on right now. Like, there's some big tax changes coming that are incredibly bullish for markets. And when markets react to these things, it's going to be epic from oversold conditions. Like, it's just crazy. People forget about kind of the fundamentals of it. Everybody, I want to hang out through the capitulation, but my voice is decimated. 30% dips are normal. Everyone forgets the last cycle. Everybody forgets. That's the thing. I've been just tracking these markets for 7 years. I know I say that all the time, but like, just zoom out. It's just like red candles everywhere, dips everywhere, fear everywhere. And then it bounces. It finds a bottom. Like, if you just hang out in the market long enough, it just happens. So these are all the things. I'll try and put timestamps. People can kind of cruise around, but these are all the support areas. And really in the next 24 hours, what I'm watching. So look at that Bitcoin trend line. Crazy. If you're out there right now, you're in the live stream. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. I would love to, have you as part of the crypto journey, the volatility, the crypto dips, the pumps. I appreciate your support as I continue to try and grow the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting that like button. That support means a ton to me. Turn those notifications on, because as things happen, I will keep doing these live streams. Hopefully the next one will be some type of pump out of these oversold conditions. But either way, everybody, hang in there and have a good start to your week. It's going to be a crazy one, I'm sure. And I appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.